Okay. My name's John Wright. You're not. Me and Taylor Swift has a lot in common. You know, Eve lives in trauma drama. You know Eve from Adam and Eve. I'm Adam. I've got the scar under my rib. I think a lot of people understand what's going on. If you don't understand, you should get into the videos and watch them. And, you know, Eve lives in trauma drama land, and she's like Carrie in The Prom, freaking out and stuff when she doesn't get away. You know, she comes in about 3 o'clock in the morning, about 3:20 and stuff, and I'm awake by 4 o'clock. She wakes me up. And that's what I noticed. You know, she'd been waking me up, and boy, when she comes in, for a while there, she was attacking me and stuff after, you know, all this has been. You know, I've been eating good food, I've been eating proper, whatever, you know, we fucking talked about, they fucking made me understand. You know, I gotta goddamn move on with my life and be fucking happy. And look, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. I really don't. You know, Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. You fucking throw Jesus Christ out of your church. And I'll tell you what, the devil is in your church in America. That's what your fucking problem is. And it's just like in the Bible. Hey, I found that the devil was inside the church. He was right there on 7th Street in Camas, and there was a witch right there at 1007 7th Street in Camas, Washington. Susan Donahoe, Barbara Donahoe, and the other Donahoe, what's her name? Kathy Donahoe, and those little ho-hos. And I met the other boy, that's Susan's brother. I can't remember that guy's name, but he was the only one that was decent out of the group of them. Microphone. Okay, Mike. So anyway, Mike lives out there in Wisconsin, you know, and whatever. Hey, you know what? I never judged anybody, but that fucking witch and those Donahoes, they were fucking interested in my, ancestry, what my family heritage, all this bloodline and stuff. Those people came right after me. You tell you what, that goddamn Susan Donahoe, as far as I'm concerned, there's a fucking war in Camas. It's because you guys let that fucking piece of trash go around and fucking do things behind your goddamn back. And by the way, the cops act like they're fucking stupid, and everybody acts like they're stupid to those bathrooms not being open for the public down there at Steamboat Island. You know, the lady at the police place, you know, the cops go, Washougal, Camas, Washougal. Well, fuck, I'm at the Camas police station, and they're taking a complaint about that bathroom not being open over there. Washougal, Camas, Washougal. That there's just the point. And that's a goddamn enough. I've had enough fucking poor excuses. No one gives me another goddamn poor excuse because the old man's gonna fucking strike you down. Fucking Satan, Eve, and the Holy Father. Everybody that's for me is gonna come against you. And everybody that's against me, you're against the unfucking beautiful force. And let me tell you, Taylor Swift is right here. And you know what? I like Taylor. And there's many reasons why.
This is sort of it's not a short speech. So just, I don't want this to slip.
Shit, everybody went off on her rights too, in a way. Her photos, her book, her work, and everything like that. Well, fuck, they ripped me off too.
I'm
but
Taylor.
This is Taylor.
Good evening. I want to first thank Billboard from the bottom of my heart for this honor. This is going great so far.
Great, that's wonderful.
Excellent.
You know.
Okay. I want to say thank you so much to Billboard for giving me this honor. For
when you're a professional like that, you think that everything's going to be set up perfect for you, and that stuff's
so
going
what
to
does
be
it mean
ready to fall.
to be the woman
Sometimes
of this
people do that
decade?
to people to make them
Well,
look bad.
It means I've seen a lot.
I've seen a lot
When
too,
this decade
Caleb.
began, I was 20 years old, and I had put out my self-titled debut album when I was 16, and then the album that would become my breakthrough album, which was called Fearless.
I can imagine what Eve feels like about Taylor right now, because I know the connection between
beyond
me and
country music
Eve,
that I was
and now
really
Taylor
curious about.
and
I saw
others.
pop stations send my songs Love Story and You Belong With Me to
Love
number one for
Story.
the first time.
And I was talking about
And
Love
I
Story
saw that
recently. Hey,
as
this
a
is the
female
first
in
time
this
for me
industry,
too. We're virgins and
some
us
people
watching.
will always have slight reservations about you.
Slight reservations.
Whether you deserve to be there,
Whether you deserve.
whether your male producer or co-writer is the reason for your success, or whether it was a savvy record label. It wasn't.
20. And by the way, it's on King Glass.
Having dental issues can be a
Goodbye.
I saw that people love to explain away a woman's success in the music industry.
The King's Glass.
And I
with
saw
Kevin
something in
McCain.
me change due to this realization. This was the decade when I became a mirror for my detractors. Whatever they decided I couldn't do
I do the same
is
thing
exactly what I did.
all the time.
Oh, okay.
You say
good.
I can't, I
Fine.
tell you I can, and I fucking will.
Whatever they
And I will
criticized
do it.
about me became material for musical satires or inspirational anthems. And the best lyrical examples I can think of are songs like Mean, Shake It Off, and Blank Space.
And I feel the same
Basically,
way
if
with
people had
her.
something to say about me, I
Blank
usually
Space, Shake It Off.
said something back in my own way. And this reflex dictated more than just my lyrics. When Fearless did win Album of the Year at the Grammys, and I did become the youngest solo artist to ever win the award, with that win came criticism and backlash in 2010 that I'd never experienced before as a young new artist. All of a sudden people
2010.
had doubts about my singing voice.
You know, I think back about
Strong enough.
2010, what was going on those
A
days
little bit
too.
pitchy. All of a sudden, they weren't
Everybody
sure
was
if
a
I
little
was the one
bit
writing the
bitchy.
songs because sometimes in the past I had co-writers in the room.
See, I feel the friction of people.
At that time, I
And
couldn't
even now,
understand
people
why
that I
this
meet
wave
here,
of harsh criticism
it gives me
had hit me so
residual
hard.
effects. Eve feels
I
it.
believe a
Lyra
popular
feels it.
headline back then was a swift backlash, which is clever. You gotta give it to them.
And you guys are going to get a
And
swift
now I
backlash
realize
for
that
me.
This is just what
You
happens
didn't
to
realize
a
it.
woman in music if she achieves success or power beyond people's
By
comfort
crossing
level.
Eve,
I
by
now have come
Satan.
to expect that with good news
with all this
comes
going on,
some sort of pushback. But
comes a
I
pushback.
didn't know that then.
And you didn't know that
So
then, and you do now
then I
though.
decided that I would be the only songwriter on my third album, Speak Now, and that I would tour constantly, work on my vocals every day, and perfect my stamina in a live show. I decided I would be what they said I couldn't be.
I'm everything.
I didn't know then that soon enough people would decide on something else
I don't even have to leave this fucking
and
building
then the
to kick
circle would keep
Susan
going on and
Donahou's
rolling along, and I
ass.
would keep
And by the way,
accommodating.
Satan and Eve both showed me how to do
overcorrecting
black
in an effort to
magic.
appease my critics.
On the 13th up there,
They're saying I'm dating too much in my
on
20s?
Denver Lane.
Okay, I'll stop.
I'm just telling you the truth.
For years.
For all the women out there,
Now
anyone
they're saying
that
my
thinks
album
they
Red
know
is
fucking
filled with
black
too many
magic,
breakup songs.
I know black magic from
Okay, I'll make
fucking
one about
Satan
moving to New York
and Eve.
and deciding that
And
really
Satan
my
was
life
my
is more fun
dad.
with just my friends.
George L. Wright from Morton,
Okay, saying my
Washington,
music is
13
changing
letters
too much for me to
for
say
the
it's
Zodiac
music.
Killer.
All right.
George L. Wright, hey,
Okay, here's an
often
entire genre
imitated,
shift
never
and a pop
duplicated.
album called 1989.
Except I created him. Remember
You
that?
heard it?
Isn't that
Sick.
an ace up my fucking sleeve?
Now it's that I'm showing you too many pictures of me with my friends. Okay, I can stop doing that too.
No matter how you slice it, you're
Now
fucked.
I'm actually a calculated manipulator rather than a
Now I'm a
smart
calculated
businesswoman.
manipulator instead of a smart
Okay,
business
I'll
person.
disappear from
I'll
public
disappear
view
from public
for
view.
years. Now I'm being cast as a
I'm
villain
back.
to you. Okay, here's an album called Reputation, and there are lots of snakes
I
everywhere.
got a bad reputation, I don't know why.
In the
I
last 10
brush
years,
my
I have
teeth, I
watched
comb my
as the
hair,
men in
and
this
I'm a
industry are
really
criticized,
fucking nice guy.
measured up to each other, and picked
I know how
out for their
Taylor
bodies,
feels.
their romantic lives, their
But she
fashion.
fought through
Or
it
have you ever heard someone
because
say
she still has
about
an
a male
identity and
artist,
somebody ripped my
I really like
identity
his
off.
songs, but I
I'm
don't know what
the
it is. There's just something about him I
Eve
don't like.
is in hell
No.
with Satan.
That
Her
criticism is
husband,
reserved for us.
I give Satan,
But you know,
Eve,
I've learned that the
Eve,
difference
Satan.
between those who can continue
Woman,
to create
your
in
husband,
that climate
husband, your wife.
usually comes down to this: who
Aren't you
lets that
happy
struggle
now?
break them, and who just
Eve and
keeps
Satan,
making
husband
art.
and wife.
I've watched as one of my favorite artists of this decade Lana Del Rey,
Sure, I'll kiss the bride.
was ruthlessly criticized.
When you come out clean, you and Satan, if the Father in heaven says that it's cool, you get it.
We have similar tastes. I like it.
I would never
She
stand
was
in your way.
ruthlessly criticized in her early
I've
career,
got the
and then
whole world at
slowly
my
but surely she
fingertips. I
turned
have the luxury
into, in my
that
opinion,
really
the most
even
influential
Satan
artist in pop.
used to have,
Her
but
vocal
now
stylings,
it's
her
mine
lyrics, her
and mine
aesthetics,
alone
they've been echoed and
with the
repurposed
Holy
in every
Father
corner
that,
of music.
well,
And this year,
I'm
her
just the
incredible
vessel of
album
His desire.
is nominated for Album of the Year
Whatever
at
He
the
wants to
Grammys
do,
because she just kept
I'm gonna do
making
it for
art.
Him.
And that
But only
example
the Holy
should inspire
Father.
all of
I
us.
don't do it for
That
you
the only
Satan
way forward
worshippers,
is forward
Susan
motion.
Donahoe or anybody
That we
else.
shouldn't
If
let
you ever
obstacles
force me
like
again,
criticism slow
even
down the
Satan
creative
will be on your
forces
ass
that
just
drive
like they
us.
will be tonight.
And I
when
see
go
that
to
fire
sleep.
in the newer faces in our music
She's
industry.
coming at you. She's
whose
fucking
work I
hot.
absolutely
And
love.
so
I
is
see it in
Satan.
Lizzo,
For the misery that
Rosalie,
I felt
Taylor Parks,
after
Haley
everything that I
Kiyoko, King
sent
Princess, Camila
from
Cabello,
here
Halsey,
to the police
Megan Thee
station in
Stallion,
Camus, and
Princess
today
Nokia, Nina Nesbitt,
you guys heard me
Sigrid,
and I
Normani,
voiced my voice
her,
really nice.
Maggie
And I
Rogers,
told that woman
Becky
that was sitting
G,
over there
Dua Lipa,
that
Ella May,
I'm sorry I didn't
Billie
come here to
Eilish,
scare you. Pretty much I came here in peace is what I
and
was
so
telling her.
many other amazing women
I didn't go
who are
that
making
far,
music
but
right now.
I made sure that she
Female
knew I
artists
wasn't
in
there to
music
scare
have
her
dominated
in
this
any
decade in
way,
both
shape, or
streaming,
form. No,
record
no,
ticket
no,
sales,
no
and critical
one there.
acclaim.
Not even
Why
the law enforcement
are we doing
officer
so
that
well?
wanted me to reiterate.
Because we have to
And
grow
I told him I
fast.
already talked to
We
that
have to
woman.
work this
I
hard. We
gave
have
that
to
woman
prove
complete
that
power
we
and
deserve
control
this.
because she's right
And we
there,
have to
and I do
top
not
our
have
last
to re-innovate
achievements.
to anybody.
Women in
Do
music,
not ever test me
on
again.
stage,
I
or
haven't
behind the
had it
scenes,
with
are
these
not
people.
allowed to coast.
And you will be those
We are
people
held
that are gone.
at a higher
You know,
than
I love these
possible
people. I love you
standard.
people. Don't make
And
me
it
kill
seems
you.
that my
You
fellow female
understand?
artists have taken
Because
this
it
challenge
won't
and
be
they have
me.
accepted
If
it.
I hate
It
you,
seems like the
Eve
pressure
and
that
Satan
could have crushed
will
us
hate you.
made us think to die
If I
instead. And what didn't
cut
kill
my
actually
hands,
did
which
make
I
us
could fucking
stronger.
easily do
But
when
we
I
need to keep
disappear,
advocating for
and I
women
fucking,
in the
I was
recording
supposed to
studios,
slam
behind
the
the
rock.
keyboard, in A&R
I don't
meetings,
have to slam
because
the
rather
rock.
than fighting to be taken seriously
I'll go
in their
like this
fields,
and rake it on
these
those
women are
rocks
still
for
struggling
what
to
they've
even have a
done.
chance to be in the room.
And I'll rake everyone over the fucking coals.
Dear Dr. Ian,
I mean, doesn't that sound fun?
isolated
Doesn't that
world.
sound fun?
Trusted
I mean, this is a better way of
my
doing it.
smile and my
You
confidence.
know, all these entities, Satan and Eve, hey, you know, I don't even know you. You
We now
know
find
me really
ourselves
well.
fully immersed in
I
a
didn't
vast
know
frontier that wasn't around last
this
decade.
stuff was
And that
around
is
me in such a way.
streaming.
And I only believed in the Holy Father.
In music, we're always walking hand
You know,
in hand.
I
with
told my brother
technology.
Jim, it's like,
And sometimes that is
you know,
so
but
awesome.
well,
Like
hell,
how
Satan
now
loves
we're
me,
able to
Eve
just
loves me, the
drop a
Holy
song
Father
that we
loves
made
me.
I've spoken
Everybody
out in the
loves
past
me.
about
Adam
the
wasn't
future
the
of
fucking
revenue flow for
heel in
creators
this,
and
by the way.
songwriters and producers who are
Adam
being
was
left
not
behind
the
due to these
heel.
rapid shifts and changes.
And neither was
I
Taylor
still don't
Swift.
think that record contracts or
And neither was
producers
Tracy
really
down at
product.
Grocery Outlet. I
And I
just
hope
love the
that
way that the girl
in the
says,
next decade,
I
we
never
will
did
get the
it.
right
Yeah, you
solution
never
for
did it. So
producers,
neither did
songwriters,
Eve.
and creators.
And Satan outright
Thank you.
knows that, you know, he betrayed her at the tree, you know. He got a little pussy on it. He
And I
got
think
fucking
there's
first
been
dibs
a
on
shift
it. Man,
affected me personally.
you
and that I feel
slick
is a
dog,
potentially harmful
Satan.
force
I
in
mean,
our
Lucifer,
industry.
I mean, I like
And as
Lucifer a
a
lot better than
resident
I like
loud
Satan. But,
person, I feel
you know, I
the
don't
need to
even
bring it
mind
up.
the name Satan anymore.
And that is the
You know, and the
unregulated
Holy
world
Father,
of private equity.
you know, I don't know
coming
how
in
he
and
lost
buying up our
the
music
name
as if it was
Lucifer,
real
but
estate.
Jesus, whatever,
And
it's not
I think
Jesus,
it's an
though.
act
Jesus is nothing you
or a
want to
shoe
fuck with.
line.
Jesus is
This
like the
just happened
piece
to
of
me
crap
without
that's
my
in the
approval,
toilet that you just flushed out with
consultation, or
Donahoe.
consent.
Because
After I
J.
was denied the
Susan
chance
backwards
to
is
purchase my
Jesus,
music
it's
outright,
Mexican.
my
Get it?
entire catalog
All the
was
Mexican
sold to
people
Scooter Braun's Ithaca
that says,
Holdings in a
that
deal
says,
that I'm told was funded
do
by
they
the
call
Soros
the name
family,
Jesus?
22
They sure the
Capital,
fuck
and
don't.
Polo.
It isn't after the Lord.
To this day,
Jesus is,
none of these
ooh,
investors
he's so
have ever bothered
bad.
to contact
Yeah,
me
like
or
it's
my
a
team
hoax.
directly
Jesus
to
Christ
perform
is
their
a
due
fucking
diligence on their
hoax.
investment.
And he lives
On
and
their
dwells in your
investment in
churches,
me.
and he's Satan.
To ask
And
how
believe me, I
I
goddamn
feel
know because I was in
about
the
the
church
owner
up there on
of my
7th
heart.
Street, and I fucking witnessed
The music I wrote.
the fucking
Videos I
bullshit.
curated.
And
for
by
me.
the way, I have
My
never
handwriting.
been in that church, and
My
I've gone up
album
there and
designs.
looked at that church a few times.
And of course, Scooter never contacted me or
And
my
I will
team
tell
to
you
discuss
another
it
thing.
prior to the sale,
These
or
here
even
people,
when it was announced. I'm fairly certain he knew exactly how I would feel about it, though. And let me just say that the definition of the toxic male privilege in our industry is people
Toxic
saying,
male
"Oh,
privilege.
he's always been
God
nice to
damn,
me."
you wouldn't believe how
When I'm raising
poor
valid concerns about artists and
male,
their rights to
white
own
males
their music.
act in public.
And of course,
To
it's
women,
not true.
especially
They're
Spanish
mixed
women at
and
Arco, trying to claim that the woman, just because she's behind there, what he's done at the pubs, it can't be his fault. It has to be her fault. It has to be her fault. It has to be her fault. I just sat across the room and smiled as a black man was behind him, looking over his shoulder, saying, trying to talk some sense into this guy, and I just sat over there like this. I just fucking laughed with my thermos, propped up in my arm like this, over there like this, just fucking laughing because it's just funny. And this guy could see me fucking laugh, smiling and stuff about him. He knows, but he just keeps it up like, you couldn't be smiling, laughing about me. I'm so.
In our awareness,
He wasn't tall, he wasn't short, he wasn't a man. You could tell by the way that he was looking, he was a little fucking red sucker, and he needed some sympathy from someone, and nobody at Arco could give the guy sympathy, but we all laughed at him, just like I laugh at other people inside Arco that try that same thing. And it's so funny because me and the people that work there, we laugh at these people after the fact. We should have a TV show. I mean, it's really funny. It'd be like Steinfeld. And I thought about having one, like Steinfeld with the coffee shop and stuff down there. I could still do it. Some of these people are really funny. And even that ugly fucking Tina, I could make it work too because, I'm always going to be crapping on that piece of shit of a bitch. I know she isn't worth a fuck. That's how ugly she is. She wants to try to hit on dicks or hit on chicks because dicks don't fucking want that bitch anyway. And she fucking goes for a sympathy shot with them. I'm your boss. Fuck me and you can keep your job. Anyway, I've seen it all, and so has Taylor Swift. If Taylor Swift would lay down and fucking do the horse shot with them, she would have got a better deal.
Somewhere right now, your future woman of the year is probably sitting in a piano lesson or in a girls' choir.
Oh, that's right.
Now,
let me tell you.
To take care of her.
And we need to take care of women and children.
At that exact moment,
and women who came from my ribs, and children and women, children especially. That is without sin, God could see through their eyes and they see abusers. I mean, just telling you the truth. And you abusers, you can't fucking get away from it. You just can't get away from it. Even if you're a law enforcement officer, it goes straight to the Holy Father. It goes right through me to him. If I see it, he sees it. If little children see it, he sees it. Why? He can see through innocent eyes. He just can't see through evil eyes. You see, that's why Satan and Eve can't deal with the Holy Father directly, and they have to go through me. Now, Eve and Satan, they have each other, and they're going to keep each other. And as far as I'm concerned, we could work together. I didn't know this had anything to do with Eve and Satan like that in such a way. Hey, more power to you. It isn't like I lost something. It really isn't like I lost something. I mean, I was hurt, and I do have this love thing for Eve. And, well, why shouldn't I? She's for me, just like all the rest of the women.
Happy, free, confused,
just like this woman right here, just like that woman right over there.
I'm honored to be here tonight.
Women, you're all mine. I don't give a fuck what you have. Whether you're really Mother Teresa or you're the biggest fucking whore at the Mustang Ranch, and I've been at the Mustang Ranch, women. I've been at the Mustang Ranch, and I'm just not going to fucking lie with you. And anyway, isn't this fun now? And she went to commercial break, and so did I. And you know what? I had a nice talk with you. It's almost 20 minutes, and I'll tell you what. I have to sing for Eve, and I have to appease Eve. So if you women like it, good. Like it, hit the like button, whatever. Man, I'm just telling you the truth. Eve's now in hell, burning for your sins, and even you have an opportunity to become the new you, the vessel, Lord Yahshua inside the Lord Yahshua outside the cup. And believe me when I say, Jesus Christ in your church, Get Jesus Christ out of your fucking church and put Yahshua in the church, and you guys will do better. If you knew better, you'd do better. And you know what? I just want to have a happy place for everybody. I want to forgive everybody. Like I told the people down there today, and I hear the railroad, and I don't want to make this too long. I don't want you burned out on me. I want to do what's right. I want to do what God Almighty wants me to do, and not a bunch of evil fucking bitches.